ദുരന്തവും ആർദ്രതയേകുന്ന വിശുദ്ധിയുടെ ഉയർത്തെഴുന്നേൽപ്പ്. This project is based on English lesson Happy Prince.
Once in a far statue of the happy prince, covered in gold, with bright sapphire for eyes, and a great ruby on his sword. Though beautiful outside, his lead heart was full of sorrow.
Why can't you be like Happy Prince? He never dreamed for crying for anything. He looks just like an angel. Yes. How do you know? You have not seen one. But he has in our dreams.
One night, a little soul flew over the city. His friends had gone to Egypt, but he had stayed behind.
Where shall I sleep tonight? This golden statue will do nicely. How strange! The sky is clear, yet it is raining. Who are you?
I am the happy prince.
I am a weeping man.
When I was alive and had a human heart, I did not know what tears were. For I lived in the palace of Sanssouci, where sorrow is not allowed to end. From the garden ran a very lofty wall. I never came to ask what lay beyond it. Everything about me was so beautiful. My quarters called me the happy prince. And happy indeed I was. If pleasure be happiness, so I lived and so I died. But now I stand high above the cities and sees all its miseries. And though my heart is made up of lead, I cannot help but weep.
What? Is it your soul good?
Far away, I see a poor seamstress. A little boy is ill and crying for oranges. She has nothing to give him. Swallow, swallow, little swallow, will you not bring the ruby out of my swaddle?
My friends are waiting in the Egypt.
Swallow, swallow, little swallow, will you not stay with me for one night longer and be my messenger? The boy is so thirsty and the mother is so sad.
I am so poor here, but I will stay with you one night longer. I'll be your messenger.
Thank you, little swallow.
How cool I feel. I must be getting better.
I went to the Swedes' house. Their mother was sleeping from exhaustion. I left the ruby on the table and found the sequel ring. It is curious that I feel quite warm now, although it is so cold.
That's because you have done a good action.
The next evening, the swallow prepared to leave for a warmer climate.
Tonight, I go to Egypt.
Swallow, swallow, little swallow, do not stay with me for one night longer.
In Egypt, at noon, the yellow rays come down to drink water from the eggs.
Swallow, swallow, little swallow, far away across the city, I see a young playwright leaning over the desk covered with papers, trying to finish his play. Oh, but he is too cold to write anymore. Take him one of my sapphires and give it to him. So he will sell it for food and firewood.
Dear priest, I cannot do that.
Swallow, swallow, little swallow, do as I command you.
So the swallow plucked out the prince's eye and flew away to the student's carrot, dropped it on his table, and the playwright suddenly realized that he could finish his play.
How could I have overlooked such a valuable gift? It must be from some great admirer. Now I can finish my play.
I have come to bid you goodbye.
Swallow, swallow, little swallow, you will not stay with me for one night longer.
Winter is here. The snow is around the edge. I must leave you, but I will never forget you.
Oh, in the square below, there stands a little match girl. Her matches are spoiled, and her father will beat her. Pluck out my other eye and give it to her, so her father will not beat her.
Dear priest, I cannot pluck out your eye. You will be quite blinded.
Swallow, swallow, little swallow, do as I command you.
Dear Prince, you are right now. I will stay with you always.
No, little swallow, but you must go to Egypt now.
I will stay with you always.
The swallow flew over the city and saw great suffering. Hungry children, beggars in the cold streets, and people with no shelter.
I am covered with fine gold. Take this off, leaf by leaf, and give it to the poor.
We kept our food and firewood.
Slowly, the prince lost all his power. Winter came, snow fell, and the little swallow grew weaker.
I am so cold here, but I cannot leave the prince. I love him too well. Goodbye, dear prince. Will you let me kiss you?
I am glad that you are going to Egypt at last. Kiss me on the cheek, for I love you.
It's not Egypt that I am going. I am going to the house of death.
At that moment, the prince's leaden heart broke in two.
Refuses to melt in the furnace. we shall have to discard it.
And so the lead heart was thrown into a heap of dust, where the lifeless soul also lay.
Bring me the most precious things on earth. Indeed, you have chosen wisely. The swallow, once shallow and materialistic, learned that true happiness comes by sacrificing our own desires and being of service to others. The prince, too, in his life was superficial and vain, but when he saw the suffering of others, his sole desire was to help. The transformation took place in the subtle plane, in the world which cannot be seen. There, their intellect, mind, and egos were purified in the fire of love, compassion, and kindness.
And thus may we all learn to purify our own selves through service, like the happy prince and the little sorrow. Thank you.